there's a lot of hockey left, and just keep playing. Look at this has been a bit of a crazy year. You know, we a bad start, coaching change. Played great under John for the first 15 games. You know, injuries to key players at the same time, like I've never seen before. And you know, you're right, Gorgie. It seems that we've lost our way a bit. But you know, hey, look, there are some positives. You know, you look at the way that the team performed when John first got here, and not just first got here. I think a lot was said at that time, like, you know, you get that bolt of energy with a new coach, and you know it. But when it goes on, when you're 7-3 in 10 games, that's just not a jolt of energy. That's good play. And I think it went on for probably 15 games where we were really good, and then you know, injuries and things like that caught up to us, and it's kind of tailed off. So the way I look at it, you know, again, you know, look at Matt Boldy's scored 14 goals since John's been here. That's nice. Marco Rossi's still having a good season. You know, we're getting healthy again. Kirill's back. Broads is back tonight. Gus was back. There's a lot of hockey to be played, so we're definitely not ready to wave the white flag or anything like that. We just want to get healthy and move forward and see what we can do. But I do think that we got good players at good value, and when you do that, there's always a trade-off, right? And I just think in today's game, and when you have a place where players like playing like Minnesota, you know, limited no moves or full no moves in some situations are that trade-off. But going forward, we are going to need players anyways, and I like the guys that we have here. I still believe in them. I'd still like to, you know, as we go along, continue to insert younger players, younger, cheaper guys. And I think over the last few years, you know what, look at, we got Boldy in, you know what, you know, I think Gus is still relatively young. Then we got, now we've got Marco going. We got Brock Faber, who's looking to be like a pretty good player in the league. So we're continuing to, you know, get younger, but in the same time, hang on to some veteran players that I believe in. Well, I think we do have an identity. I think we get away from it from time to time, and I think right now is one of those times. We're not an East-West team. We're a North-South team. We're a team that's got to, you know, get in the offensive zone and grind you down and play a heavy game. And you know, when you see us making plays, you know, east to west across the rink, that's when you know we're not thinking the right way. The inconsistencies are, yeah, it's a concern because the guys know the game. They know what our game is. They know what our identity is. And when we don't play it each and every night or on a consistent basis, yeah, it gets concerning. But I also think it's there's some different messages in there, you know, from Dean to John. So it's also still a learning curve. But this league's unforgiving in teams that are inconsistent, you know, so we have to find that. If we're going to make the playoffs, we need to be a lot better than we've been. You know what, our core guys, our big players have to be better and produce at you know, more key times. Our special teams have to be better, and our role players have to contribute more than they have. I believe that they can. I believe that they will, or I'm hoping that they will. And like I said, I still believe in this group, and I know people are going to say I'm crazy, but it's just, I do. And I think we've shown that when we are healthy and when we are doing what we're supposed to be doing, we're a good team. So we're going to have to, you know, really, you know, put our minds to it and try to get it done.